Hello, officers. I just went past the police at 45 miles an hour.
Annoyingly, I couldn't fully open the taps because, weirdly, I had traffic problems.
Look at it, just endless tourists.
Come on! Gotta get my speed up.
This train directly to King George V via London City Airport.
...2025, 2018... so frustrating.
Where is Jeremy on his boat? Where?
Tower Bridge, coming through.
As the river widened, I became the fastest moving man in all of London.
We're knocking on now, coming up to 50 miles an hour. How can we lose now? It simply is not possible.
Yeah.
At this stage, James was last and the Stig was still several stops away from the airport. So it was becoming a two-horse race. The bends in the river had made my journey 7 miles longer, but I was now doing a whopping 70 miles an hour.
Hammond was probably feeling quite good about his chances. Well, I'm sorry, mate. They're gone now. They're gone.
Bloody lights. Hate them.
London VTS, this is Red Cougar requesting permission to go through the barrier at speed.
Roger, all copied. Proceeding through the barrier. Take Charlie span in between the green arrows.
Sorry.
Somewhere around here there's an airport, and I've got to go and park at it.
City Airport, there it is. Come on!
I'm here, I've arrived. Coming through.
Unfortunately, a gentleman on a bike's checked in already.
What?
A gentleman on a bike has checked in already.
Hammond?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I knew.
How the hell did you do that?
It's easier on a push bike. You don't get stuck in
You've ruined
gears.
Top Gear.
Well,
It's the last ever show.
I've bent it a bit. But hang on then, what you're saying is I've ruined Top Gear because
Yes.
I won on a bicycle.
Yes.
You came second in a boat.
Between us, we've ruined... We've
one-
ruined Top Gear.
We sat down to see if Top Gear could be salvaged.
Just as long as the car beats public transport.
What if the car... Oh, God, that's a very good point.
What if the car loses to public... We need for public transport to come stone dead last.
We soon got an answer.
Oh, no!
Did you go on a tube?
Underground? Did it go dark? Flashing lights?
Did you go on a train?
Were there other people?
What he's just done is he's gone slower than a boat and a bicycle. That'll just be going...
Inside, there's all numbers. There'll be a bit of smoke come out the top in a minute. Keep watching.
15 minutes after the Stig, James arrived.
Thank you, James.
What have you done?
The car, as an entity,
Ruined.
lies smashed and broken in front of us because of you. He beat you on public transport.
Yeah. We're ruined.
Traditionally, amateur racers go off for a weekend of motorsport with a motorhome to sleep in and a car on the trailer behind.
But I've thought of a cunning way to streamline this whole business. Just leave the car and trailer behind and race the motorhome. I think this plan has a stench of genius about it. You've still got something to get there in, you've still got something to sleep in, you've still got something to race, and you've still got something to go home in.
To test this theory, I've come here to Essex Raceway in Essex. Home to banger racing, stock car racing, and from next year, the British round of the Formula One World Championship.
This is my motorhome, a Ford Midas. Nice. Now let's meet my fellow competitors in their mobile motorsport racing living quarters.
In the Mitsubishi L300, we've got touring car star Matt Neal. In the Toyota Light Ace, we've got touring car star Anthony Reid. In the Chevrolet, we've got touring car star Tom Chilton. In the left-hand drive Fiat Ducato MV70 Globetrotter, we've got touring car star Matt Jackson. And in the Transit, we've got Desperate.
So, we have all sizes and shapes of luxury motorhome here, and all manner of engines and power outputs. And that's good, because it leads to the one thing you want most of all in motorsport: unpredictability.
And the unpredictability doesn't end there, because motorhome racing brings with it a whole new set of tactical decisions.
You see, the governing body of motorhome racing states in the official 2007 rulebook that you must prepare your motorhome for racing the night before the race. Once the sun goes down, you may not make any further changes.
Which leaves you with a dilemma. Do you strip it out and endure a terrible night's sleep that means you're not on form for the race? Or do you leave the luxuries in place and then face having to compete with all the extra weight on board? I went for the strip it all out, have a bad night option. And actually, so did all the other drivers. Well, nearly all.
Gravy juice, pan, warm, peas, carrots, add.
Finally, everything was ready
That's a pie.
for next day's big race. Night descended over Essex. Morning broke over Essex. It was time to celebrate the birth of a new motorsport.
Great day for a race, this. Friday the 13th.
As one of the sport's co-founders, I was in car number 1, and James was in car number 6.
Turn it in, feed it through the apex. There's quite a lot of understeer occurring.
Now, the point of this sport is that you should be able to drive your motorhome home again. So the rules are simple: 15 laps and no body contact. Mind you, we had invited touring car drivers.
Right, we're going in 3 abreast. This is going to be a late braking competition. Oh, no! Oh!
I've just seen the door of the kitchen unit on the track, and that doesn't happen at Silverstone.
James's tactic of a good night's sleep wasn't working out. He was at the back of the field, but he had a plan.
Right, the trick, I think, is to take a slow but inside line so that as they get carried away, I can sneak through on the left-hand edge.
The little red Toyota had no bulk and no power, but he was plucky, and we respected that for a bit. But with some aerodynamic tweaks, the Toyota found some speed.
No, the Toyota's gone through!
Lap 8, and amazingly, James had managed to get lost on an oval. On lap 10, I lost a bit of structural rigidity.
Oh, nuts! Maybe a slight touch there. Most of this will clean up. Most of that will clean out.
I'm having a burst of power, and it's not coming from the own motor.
With just 3 laps to go, the red mist descended. Luckily, my structure was still holding. No, it wasn't.
Oh, Hammond's gone!
Lightness is everything.
Whoa.
That shelving unit was my downfall.
Oh, right on my inside line!
On the checkered flag, the little red Toyota was first, and I came home third. Well, I think the no contact rule needs a bit of a tweak, but we are onto something here. Like I said, you turn up in one vehicle, you sleep in it, you race in it, and then you drive it home.
As you can see, the Stig's Datsun is now parked on a 1-in-3 hill. Yes, it is being held, no problem at all, by its handbrake. You will now park your cars there, put them in neutral, apply the handbrake, get out. You get £100 if it stays where it is.
Well, it's a simple test.
Yours is pointing in the right direction. You go first.
It is steeper than you think.
It is very steep.
Actually, it is a bit steeper than it looks. Right, stopped on the foot brake.
Ooh, will you get out of that now?
No.
His foot's still on the brakes, look.
I'm not sure.
What's she doing?
That's the quickest I've ever seen him move.
How's that?
You're there. £100.
Thank you.
What a machine, the mighty princess. Yeah, genuinely pleased about that.
Watch this.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I was feeling confident about this test. All I had to do was get to the stopping point. God, it is steep.
I've never seen that before.
Happily, the wheel spin generated so much smoke, the car was hidden from view. I therefore claimed I'd done it, and then it was Hammond's turn. There he is parked.
Oh, that's not working for me at all.
His foot's out, his arm's out.
OK. That's not gone well. Sorry. Sorry, that's gone badly wrong. It's going to come... Oh. Sorry. Sorry.
Having failed the handbrake test, he's knocked down the sign warning him how steep the hill is.
So we tested the performance and the handbrakes, and now it was time to look at ride comfort.
Thank you very much. OK. New cars are tested on Myra's rough road at 20 miles an hour. You will drive down it at 30 miles an hour.
I may not excel at this one.
Attached to the roof lining of your car is a colander full of eggs. The more your car shakes about, the more egg will end up in your hair. Each gram of egg left in the colander at the end equals £10 paid into your... Who?
This is the well-known industry egg test.
Who thinks of this stuff?
There's no egg cap rating, is there, for new cars?
Euro egg cap.
Yeah.
We also learned that we'd lose money for any pieces of trim that were dislodged by the savage cobbles on Myra's rough road.
Oh, God, it's rough.
Oh, here he comes, here he comes.
Yep.
Ah! Got egg in my eye, got egg on the wheel.
It's a warm day as well, let's be honest.
Oh, and the glove box has gone and the radio panel.
Look at that suspension working away. How's he looking?
Eggy.
It was like a spaniel that's crashed into the back of the head.
Ah!
What's happened to you?
I got covered in eggs.
Where's your colander?
Above my head.
How much
Where
of
the
the
hell
egg?
did you think it was?
Could have been worse.
Pretty
Not
much
much.
all
No,
of
no,
it.
there's... How many were there? 5 eggs, and there's
There's a bit left in the bottom.
The only thing that slightly worries me looking at you...
Is that one of my eyes is welded together with egg?
No.
That doesn't worry me at all, no. This is the most comfortable car here.
Yes, it is.
Which meant that with my sport suspension, I was likely to become a human omelette.
Right, there. Oh! Accelerate up to 30 miles an hour. Good. Oh my God! That glove box is gone.
It honestly isn't looking as bad as your car. It is now looking as bad as your car.
Not enjoying it at all. It's gone down my neck. Oh!
Also, it just
Something's
came
coming
off.
off.
It's the
The
bumper.
bumper.
It's not going well.
Ow! Please just break. No! Oh, sun visor's gone.
I was working out the other day how many classics Led Zeppelin... I mean, classics like Stairway... Oh, dear.
It wasn't even worth measuring the egg residue.
I fired up the Rover. It does that.
I've got more on the front. Why is
well,
that?
because mine was... They could only mount it on the... Because I have to sit further forwards than you, because I'm short.
That's what it is.
No,
No, that looks pretty poor.
coil springs absorbing all the bumps nicely.
There's a lot of weight on those springs.
That was the door.
Having fun?
Still, I'd only lost one thing. 2 things.
Sun bleached, and what you need to do is find a bit that's not been exposed.
British Racing Green was an official colour.
No worries. Except I desperately needed to wash my hair.
Oh, get off, Jeremy! That's disgusting. I don't know which is worse.
What I've just done is I've wiped my hair on a seat that's 30 years old and has had some Midlander's bottom on it. So I borrowed Myra's wet weather skid pan. Yeah, now I'm drifting and washing my hair. It's a world first.
You're drifting, I'm drifting off.
We'd tested speed, handbrakes and ride comfort. But there was one more thing. I was told to weld my door back in place and report with the others to the Top Gear test track. In dry suits. Mine doesn't fit.
Oh, stop moaning.
It doesn't fit.
Just pull it. There you go. Oh, it's like watching it give birth to a thing.
Your cars will now be filled to the brim with water, and then you will drive round the track.
That explains it.
How will you breathe?
It doesn't say. It says when the water level drops below the bottom of the steering wheel, you will stop. The person who covers the greatest distance is the winner.
Yeah, the water will come out of all the panels that don't fit properly.
Yeah.
So the quicker the water comes out, the less
The shorter
well-made it
distance,
is,
yeah.
and the
But then
shorter
there's
distance.
the speed side of it as well, because if you... water can be gushing out. You've got a really fast car, you'll go miles.
Actually, it's quite a thorough test because it tests performance and build quality for the water that It's pretty thorough.
I just want to make sure
It does say you go first.
Right,
So off you go.
See ya.
See you.
Righto.
You go first. You're going to be the first person ever to drive a car underwater.
Were you making it up?
Yes.
The cars would be filled by fire trucks, and to make sure they didn't leak so badly that they couldn't be brimmed with water, the doors were sealed with gaffer tape.
You could have used warm water. It's freezing. Oh, there's 30-odd years worth of fag ends and fluff coming up on top.
Look at it going up the window. It's fantastic.
Oh, I can hear him. Yeah, go.
The extra weight did blunt the dolly's performance.
And he's leaving a big trail of...
That's a big trail of water.
Fortunately, because the water came out so quickly, I was soon able to pick up some speed.
Now, one of the things they were saying is that the weight of the water is so immense that as you go around a corner, it could slosh over to one side and roll over. Imagine filling the insurance form in on that. Well, how did he drown? This is going to take more than that.
that little bolt.
Despite the dolly's leakiness, I made it past Hammerhead.
Oh, that's fallen out. Woo! I better be honest, that's just dipped below the steering wheel now.
He stopped. He stopped just before the follow-through.
More than half a lap.
More than half a lap. You think you can beat that?
Let's see.
Here we go.
Oh, look at this, look at this. One of the issues with the Austin Princess we're able to determine now, very badly fitting door handles. It should have been called the Austin Colander. Even so, it was filling quite well.
This is a great sport.
And I checked to make sure James's snorkel was working. And go! Wow, look at the speed!
I'm not sure if you can hear what I'm saying.
Because the other great thing, of course, is James still has no idea how to drive around this track. He never does power tests. Yeah, he's done it right, he's doing it right. About at the same speed Terry Wogan went round it. Nevertheless, James was doing brilliantly.
I'm going to pass Hammond. There it is. Yes!
In fact, the Princess could hold its drink so well, he did a full lap.
He's not cheating! I can't believe it!
And then he passed Hammond again.
Yes! Yes! And it's just, I've just lost it.
You've been lapped.
Doesn't happen every day.
Lapped by Captain Slow.
In an Austin Princess full of water.
Right, bring on the Rover.
Yeah.
The water thundered in
This is quite cold now.
and came straight out again.
We're having to use two hoses because your Rover leaks so badly.
Rubbish. I was only bothered about my secret weapon.
Yeah, height adjustable.
So he's lowered it.
2 hoses still weren't enough.
We're going to have to put a third hose pipe in to fill it. Jeremy, it's not filling up.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Eventually, we became bored and the tankers became empty. So we sent him on his way.
Go!
Yeah, feel the power.
come off!
This is the very first car ever made, the Benz Patent Motorwagen from 1896. This is Genesis.
And it's absolutely nothing like the cars we know today. For a start, it has this tiller steering arrangement, which is exactly the sort of thing you'd find on a canal boat. And it also only has a single front wheel, so presumably if you're a bit too vigorous with this, the whole thing could topple over.
Performance? Not great. It has a one-cylinder, 1-litre engine, which gives a top speed of 9. And with a 1.5-litre fuel tank, its range is only 5 miles. Tricky when the petrol station hadn't been invented, but it did show the world that personal, motorised transportation was possible.
3 years later, the British came up with this, the Royal Enfield.
That's not the brake! No!
Its controls were hideously complicated, but there were some good points.
This had twice the power of the Benz, 2 horsepower. But most important of all, it had 4 wheels. So what they've accidentally designed here is the quad bike.
One of the biggest problems with these early cars is getting them going in the first place. The starter motor hasn't been invented yet. There's no ignition key. You have to use the starting handle.
And the great thing about this particular car, the Didion Bouton, is that when you turn the handle, it will break your wrist.
You what?
7 members of staff at the Motor Museum have had their wrists broken by this very car.
Well, we don't actually need to drive it. We can just stand around and talk about it a bit.
No, this is one of the very first cars that sold in great numbers. We have to know what it was like. You're going to have to get it going. Having got it started, we needed to get it moving, and for that we had a copy of the original handbook, which had been translated from French, because the car was made in France, into English. Literally.
For making the carriage walking at the first speed, take back the drag of the wheel backward crowbar of the right, and take completely and progressively back the crowbar of embrayage to you, while you keep the direction with your... Hurl the mover till his starting.
I can understand why this is better than going around looking at a horse's bottom. But how did anyone ever figure out how it worked?
If we've established that that's the gear lever, that's the advanced thing for the ignition, that's something important. This was designed for someone with 3 arms and 1 leg.
It was.
So if you need to do a hill start, you have to steer it with your chest.
Or your face. It would be difficult. How do I get it into top gear?
For taking the second speed, push rapidly at the crowbar forward without brutality. When it is raised up again, it gains all its strength.
Yes!
Yeah! Top gear.
Now how do I stop?
What?
Well, I'm going to have to stop eventually. This road won't go on forever.
Hurl the mover. No.
Seriously?
I don't know, James. I don't know.
You're in charge of the instructions.
They're in gibberish. There's no point relying on this.
Embrayage,
I brought them as a joke for the viewer.
Oh, God, there's a...
For making the carriage completely stopped, when it goes at 15 kilometres an hour, take abruptly the crowbar of embrayage.
Right.
No, wait, we haven't finished.
No, well, you haven't got very long. Come on.
When you are in first speed, push. We aren't, are we? James, we're going to be killed!
I decided to use ingenuity.
I'm using friction.
I've got what? That's neutral. I've got neutral.
It's my wind resistance. Stop it!
I don't know how to
Make
do
it. Stop!
I don't... Right.
Oh.
So, France hadn't got it right, and nor had America. This is the Stevens Derailleur, which has 8 clutches. And what kind of dullard would think that that was brilliant?
That's brilliant.
What's brilliant?
This gearbox. Look, this is a 3-speed constant mesh. So those are constant mesh gears, and it has selector forks, but it doesn't have dog clutches.
So that's like the brake band on an automatic gearbox, in fact. And in a modern gearbox, one would always be loose on its shaft, either the input shaft or the lay shaft. That's 1903, and that is basically what...
You might imagine that the first car to get everything in the right order was the first car ever to be mass-produced, the Model T Ford. By the time it went out of production in 1927, half the cars in the world were Model Ts. So you'd imagine that all the cars that came along afterwards would be laid out in the same way. Luckily, they weren't.
Honestly, I'm glad this didn't catch on, because driving a Model T is more complicated than doing eye surgery. It's almost as though Henry Ford was being, I don't know, deliberately obtuse, because to make it move, you have to up the revs with the accelerator, which is here on the steering wheel, there. Then you move the handbrake to the middle, which somehow puts the car in neutral, and then depress the left pedal. Yeah! The only problem is, to maintain this speed, I have to keep my foot pressed hard down on what feels like a very, very heavy clutch pedal. And the pain in my thigh is excruciating. The only way round this is to change into top gear. Now, to do that, we have to go faster, push this lever, the handbrake, that isn't a handbrake, all the way down. Then I can take my foot off that pedal.
Now the speed shoots up, whether you like it or not, to about 40. And 40 on wooden wheels in a world with hardly any roads is terrifying.
Jeremy and I were beginning to believe we'd never find the first car with what we'd now call conventional controls. But then we stumbled on this. The Cadillac Type 53 from 1916.
Look! A handbrake and a gear lever in the middle of the car and 3 pedals in the right order.
And better still, no starting handle, no broken rests. This was the first car to come with one of these.
This may look as old-fashioned as all the other nonsense from the early days of motoring, but what we have here is the nub, the first properly modern car.
The thing is that nobody knew when this came along that they had actually hit on what would become the template for all cars in the future.
Exactly, this bright idea could easily have been snuffed out by the next bright idea.
No, but what made this bright idea stick was that a British chap called Herbert Austin, who I'm sure you know came along, copied all the ideas and put them on his car for the people, which was, of course,
The 7.
the 7, exactly.
This car cost just £125, 4 times less than the Cadillac. What's more, it was built under license by BMW in Germany and copied too by Datsun in Japan. This car then, the little Austin 7, took Cadillac's bright idea, showed it to the world, and made it stick.